After coming home late from work every day, I used to think that the last thing I wanted to do was cook and eat healthy. So what ended up happening every time was... And then I remembered meal prepping. Cooking everything that you're gonna eat for the week all at once in order to save your time and your energy. They don't have any fresh food yet, so we're doing this. The absolute best potatoes. That is everything that we need. It's time to start meal prepping. We're gonna be turning these ingredients into these. The first thing that we're going to be making is going to be a chicken Alfredo. For this week's meal prep, I wanted to keep it very balanced, so I'm going to be showing you guys 3 different recipes that will cover 5 meals for the week. One of them is going to be a light but still high in protein dish, then a moderate one, and then slightly more heavy but a comfort food, which is the chicken Alfredo. If you choose to buy regular store-bought pasta instead of making it from scratch like I'm doing, the calorie count is going to be pretty much the same. Just make sure you stick to the actual serving sizes, and that'll get you to around 650 calories for this meal. For this chicken Alfredo, you're going to be needing 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 eggs, half a teaspoon of salt, and a half tablespoon of olive oil, chicken, and then don't hate me, I know I'm making pasta from scratch, but we're going to be using a store-bought Alfredo sauce. Whoa! If you're short on time, you don't have to make the pasta from scratch, but the chicken recipe that I'm about to show you is actually my favorite chicken ever. A lot of people do meal prepping for a time saver, so obviously you don't need to make your own pasta. I just wanted to make pasta. This is going to get a little bit messy. We're going to be putting 2 cups of flour onto the counter. You're going to make a little nest. Crack your 3 eggs into the flour and then add your oil and your salt and stir it together. After you've mixed the eggs, it says to start putting the flour inward to the egg and then you start mushing it together. At what point is this just wrong? We have spaghetti. This is what my pasta dough looks like right now. The recipe says to let it sit for 30 minutes. So while we're waiting, we're gonna be prepping the chicken. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
I use Cajun seasoning, chicken bouillon, garlic powder, paprika, cayenne, and then salt and pepper. We're gonna make it into a consistency that you can baste it onto the chicken. So I'm gonna be adding some olive oil. Pretty much start off with a teaspoon of everything, and then I will taste it and then add whatever more is needed. With occasion, I kind of just eyeball it and then taste it later, because this stuff can be a little bit overpowering. If you are not a big fan of spice, just stick with the salt, pepper, garlic, and then the chicken bouillon as well. Paprika isn't too bad, but it's all up to you. I add the cayenne and the Cajun just because I like it to be a lot more flavorful, and I like some spicy chicken. But remember to always be tasting it, just like Gordon Ramsay says, and don't just follow like a recipe blindly. But now we're gonna baste our chicken. The cut of chicken that I have are boneless, skinless tenderloins. These are kind of like the smaller cut. I didn't want to take all the time with the chicken breasts, and also they're all gonna be kind of shredded up anyway. To save time, I'll be using chicken as my main protein in 4 of the dishes. Our pasta has rested. I don't have much faith in this. It says to cut the pasta into 4 slices. I thought making pasta from scratch was going to be a lot harder, and yes, it was my first time using the KitchenAid pasta attachment, so it did take me a few tries, but I got the hang of it and it was actually really fun.
Look at that! That's awesome!
This is all the pasta that I made. And I also cooked the pasta and the chicken simultaneously. For some reason, putting a wooden spoon over top of a boiling pot doesn't let it boil over. I have no idea why it works like that, but it does. Maybe, hopefully. It's almost about to boil over. We'll see what happens. Chicken is done. I chopped it up a little bit, and then I think the pasta is done. It is really thick, but it's okay. The recipe I used for the pasta ended up totaling to 4 servings of pasta, so you can have this for a whole week or have it for someone else in your household. For some reason, my camera didn't record, but I heated up the can of sauce. I drained the pasta and then put it all together. Now it's time for my absolute favorite food ever, potatoes. We're gonna be doing a salmon and potato meal, best brand. Normally, I like to chop these up and bake them in the oven, which you can do, but today, for time, I'm going to be putting these whole into the air fryer, but we're going to clean them. I chose to make the salmon meal for only one day because fish goes bad really fast. Make sure you buy fresh fish. We got there really early and they hadn't gotten any shipments in yet. It was also a Sunday. It'll be so much better if you just get fresh fish, especially if you choose salmon. But with just a fillet of salmon and then a normal serving size of about 8 to 10 mini potatoes, depending on the size of the fish and how many potatoes you choose, this can be anywhere from 350 to 550 calories. For the potatoes, I add a little bit of oil to them and then I add some salt and pepper and I stick them in the air fryer for about 20 minutes at 390. Now we're gonna start on our salmon. Like I said, we're gonna be using not fresh salmon because Publix didn't open their fish area until 9:30 and we were there at 7. The third and final dish is going to be our caprese salad, which is a pasta salad. For the caprese pasta salad, I don't know if that's the actual name. There's probably a better name for it, but that's what I'm calling it. I made this dish for 2 days, and when I was still in school, there was a lot of times where I had no time in between classes. So having a salad that I don't have to heat up and that I can eat really fast is perfect for busy days. Depending on how much of the chicken and the mozzarella cheese that you add, it can add up to about 450 to 600 calories. So we're gonna boil yet again more water and start our pasta. This time it is not from scratch. Didn't realize how much water I put in here, but I put about 2 cups of pasta in here because serving size is 1 cup. The ingredients for this you will need are arugula, cherry or grape tomatoes, balsamic vinegar, mozzarella cheese balls, chicken, and these swirly noodles. Everything is now cooked. Now we're gonna plate everything. For some reason, the only clip I got of me plating the other two was these. And then it's just like 2 minutes of the phone on the counter. I don't know what was going on. I don't know why. Anyways. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This salmon, pretty buns. I should have known because I only like fresh salmon anyway, but we were not gonna wait 2 hours for it. I thought maybe I'll take a risk. Potatoes are good. The other 2 foods I made for the week were actually really good. I'm like thinking about the pasta salad like all the time, you guys. Since we're halfway through the year, I know a lot of our New Year's resolutions were to eat healthier, go to the gym all the time, but you can restart or start whenever. And I think meal prepping is a perfect way to do that. Let me know if you tried any of these recipes or if you meal prep a little bit different than I do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.